Hey guys, what's up? DarkWorld117 here. This video is going to be a little segment about the new set Return of the Duelist. Ooh, this one. And just some rares and commons that I looked through and that I think are going to be good now or good later, and that you should keep an eye out for, or just give some of these cards a little thought to play. Because some of them have really good effects and potential, but probably will not see play at all. So that's just basically what I'm doing, is just talking about what they could be doing if people actually, took the time to try to find out good ways to use them. But I doubt a lot of these cards are not going to be used that much, because, the meta really never changes too drastically, too quickly. And yeah, so I'll just get right into it. So some of the cards I took out were these Damage Mage and Mystical Spirit of the Forest. These cards have similar effects. What Damage Mage does is when you take damage from a card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, gain life points equal to the damage you took. And what Mystical Spirit of the Forest does is, when you take damage from opponent's card effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the damage you took. Also, both players take no further effect damage this turn. So, kind of similar in both facts that they stop effect damage from they kind of like counter it. What Damage Mage does, you just gain it back and you summon her. What Eco does, he's better than Damage Mage. He has a nice 1700 attack, compared to her measly 600, 1200. So this guy is really good for siding into like Chain Burn, for the reason when you take the damage, you summon him. They also take the damage, and then you don't take damage from any other like burn cards that whole turn, and you get a free 1700 guy on the field. So yeah, they added in some side cards against Chain Burn and burn decks like that. Then the next card I saw, just gonna do monsters, is Dusk Knight or Dust Knight. He is a Armageddon Knight for Earth monsters, and I think that's really, really cool that they came out with this guy, because they came out with a bunch of rock support for rock stun and stuff like that. They came out with Block Golem, Catapult Zone, and the Revival Golem. I didn't get a Revival Golem, but he's extremely good, and all these are really good for the rock archetype. Because Catapult Zone fuels the grave with rocks, so does Dust Knight, because rocks are earth, and Block Golem just is pretty much, you tribute him, bring 2 back, which is amazingly good. So I think Rock Stun is going to be a very viable deck. Very, very viable. Then we got this card, Pahunder, I think it's pronounced Pahunder. He's a Thunder, and once per turn you can normal summon 1 level 4 light Thunder type monster from your hand, except Pahunder as an additional normal summon. So he's good because it's not only when he's summoned you get another summon, it's once per turn. So if you just keep him out, you can get 2 normal summons every turn with him, if you're using a light Thunder deck, which I'm pretty sure I saw an archetype with a bunch of Thunder monsters in it. So definitely this guy will be good sometime in the future when those Thunder guys come out. The next monster is Little Trooper. I saw him, and he's like, I love the picture. He's like a little toy soldier on a horse with wings. Really cool. I like the artwork on him. And what I saw good about him, he's basically a kind of a mass dragon, but differently, but for warriors. And basically when he's destroyed by battle, you can special summon a level 2 or lower warrior monster from your deck in face down defense. So you have your little trooper set, destroyed by battle. You can get another little trooper or some other level 2 or lower warrior monster, depending on like some kind of warrior deck you may be running. I didn't really look into it, but I'm pretty sure little trooper is good for stuff like that. Then the last monster is Light Ray Mador. Just another Light Ray monster, but this one is defense 3000, and once per turn, if he would be destroyed by battle, he's not. Yeah, it's once per turn this card cannot be destroyed by battle, so. And you basically just summon him if you have 3 or more banished light monsters, so that goes really good with other Light Rays. So those are some of the monsters I thought were pretty cool. Spells is Galaxy Queen's Light. This is really good for exceeding into any rank 7 or higher exceeds, just because if you have one level 7 monster, you play this and all your monsters become that level. It's any level 7 or higher monster, so that's really good for going into big beastly exceeds. It can go in Dark Worlds with Grapha, Agents with Hyperion, and pretty much just decks like that. Next one I saw is Overlay Regen. This card is never going to see play ever, but I thought it was pretty cool. They just made a card, you can play it, and it goes in an XYZ material. So you can use Utopia once more, you can attach it to Maestroke, attach it to Zenmaines, and Zenmaines Invincible and whatnot. So I thought that was just pretty cool, even though it's not going to see play. Next card, Where Art Thou? This is another card that can go with Little Trooper. Basically level 1 support if there's going to be some kind of level 1 monster deck out there that's going to be good for it, for searching and stuff. Like, I don't know, searching battle faders and stuff like that, I guess. I don't really know. And then that's it for the spells. For traps is, move these out of the way a little bit. Traps is 3 of a kind. This is basically if you control 3 monsters with the same name, you can target 3 cards your opponent controls and destroy them. So I would have liked this card a lot better if the wording was you can target up to 3 cards your opponent controls, because you can't use this unless your opponent has 3 cards you can destroy, which makes it a lot worse. So this card can pretty much see play in the only deck I can really think of is Agents with the little mystical shine balls summoned with Venus. So yeah, that's that. Now the picture, it shows the Cyber Dragon's Wii, Cyber Dragon, and Proto Cyber Dragon. So it just shows how you can manipulate the card names to use that. But I don't really know how else you do it other than with the Proto Cyber Dragon. So next card is Impenetrable Attack. This card is definitely viable to see play in decks like Exodia and Chainburn and Final Countdown, because it's basically another Threatening Roar / Wabaku. Because it even has 2 effects. You can have a monster not be destroyed by battle or by card effects during the battle phase, or you can take no battle during this battle phase. So another kind of Wabaku-ish card, more stall. For those kind of decks, so that will probably actually see play, I think. And then the last card I found was Compulsory Escape Device. This card is pretty good because unlike Compulsory, it sends it back straight to the deck, and the downfall is you have to choose one of your monsters to do it. But this card is definitely going to see play in Madolches because they have their Chateau, and if it would go back to the deck, it goes back to your hand. So basically it's a minus for your opponent, not for you. And yeah, so that will definitely see play in Madolches. That's really good. So that's it for my little discussion of some common cards I found in, or commons and rares I found in Return of the Duelist that I thought were pretty cool and interesting to talk about. So we're going to see Rockstun being big, some siding for some like hurting, Chainburn, supporting it, and just all kinds of stuff. So yeah, thanks you guys for watching, and see you guys later.